All right, mic testing. All right, so today I aim to finish or do the final challenge quest of the Valentine's event. Like the event overall, fairly short. A lot of grinding on these, but very straightforward farming, no map or anything like that. To be honest, I haven't given a lot of chocolate. I need to get through all of those over the next. I guess I have 8 days to actually redeem them, but I should try to get them done sooner than later. And I have a little over 500,000 points to go, which I think should take me around another 20 runs, so I'm gonna have to use gold apples for this. But for the challenge quest, I figured I'll take this team. Yeah, I think this will work. So actually, does this yeah, I have that one leveled up. Because I believe the enemy is going to be Murasaki, sorry, Murasaki Shikibu. And it's going to be her and two of her books that she can also respawn. And I know one of them, if you kill it, it gives her Pierce Invul. And another one, if you kill it, it gives her 3 ticks of her NP. But having never fought her before, I don't quite know what to expect. So let's see, we got the diary in the front and the Tale of Genji in the back. Okay, so the front one is ignore invincible, and the back one gives +3 charge. So I think right now removing its pierce or giving her the pierce invul is not that big a deal. So what I'll do is try charging NP. Let's see. Provide some defense, and let's use that arts chain. Yeah, let's do that. I don't know if this is going to be strong enough to kill the diary, but well, Ivan the Terrible is a big boy. Yeah, nice. And Ivan the Terrible, he's a servant I pulled obviously when he came out. I think he's only had one banner so far in NA. But I know that he's supposed to be a very good challenge quest servant. Okay, so if I kill that dude, but I don't think I can kill that dude. Thinking I can probably have Ivan the Terrible NP next turn. If not next turn, the turn after that. And that'll kill the Tale of Genji, which will give Murasaki Shikibu her NP. So this turn, maybe I'll just hurt Murasaki Shikibu a little bit. Yeah, I guess emergency case, or actually let's do this. So Murasaki has a AoE NP, which means Mosh's taunt can't protect us against it. So might as well use the taunt right now for the NP gain. Yeah. So Ivan doesn't have his NP up, sadly. I can give it to him now. Mosh can't NP. Yeah, let's do that. I'll give him the NP now, and I'll also use Merlin's invul. It's gonna be a waste of the invul, because it'll be overlapping invuls, but that's okay. We do have a decent amount of invuls to play with, and if Mosh and or Merlin die, it's not the end of the world. Now, do I want to use Merlin's NP here, or do I want to go for the Brave Chain? I think the Brave Chain is too attractive not to use, so I'll do this. That doesn't do, it's not the best damage-wise, but it does help build his NP again for another round, so I think that's the right choice. Okay, so it killed that one, which means it's gonna give her full NP charge, good. Alright, so decent amount. There is no in-event damage buff or anything like that. And Ivan the Terrible is AoE, so he has his limitations. Nullify buff landed. Okay, diary's back. Right, maybe it's time to kill the diary again, giving her the Pierce Invul, which is not too big a deal. Let's see. Do I use the debuff cleansed so that Merlin? Yeah. Or do I use it on Mosh? I'll use it on Merlin. I might regret this later, but I think this is the right move. Because I want to use the Arts Chain. I'll get Ivan the Terrible's NP back up soon. And I want to use Merlin's NP early, just to keep that cycle going. Right, so Ivan doesn't get the free NP charge and such from Merlin, but at least we're getting a lot of stars, right? Each turn, that's a thing. Also, Ivan's not really getting hurt, partly because he has class advantage and partly because he's just not getting it targeted. Right, so if Ivan uses his NP, that'll kill the tail of Genji. And Murasaki Shikibu will go up to 1 below full charge. So guess what I'll do is use his NP, and then that for the overcharge defense, and then that for the gain. Oh, hello, Yonebayashi Psycho. It's going alright. Thank you for coming by. I hope you're having a good, well, Monday. Luckily enough, I don't have work today because it's President's Day in the US, so decided to do a bit of streaming. And I'm finishing off this event. As you can see, I'm doing the challenge quest. I don't know if you play FGO as well, but if you do, I hope you've been enjoying the event. I haven't pulled on the event or anything because I don't like any of the servants there, but I've just been farming and now I'm trying to get that lore, right? You can only get the lores in the events, so, and I'm pretty limited in lores. You finished it days ago? Oh, nice. Yeah, I still have a decent amount to go. I have to use some apples. Alright, so now I'm in a little bit of trouble because she's gonna NP, and I don't have enough invos to cover everyone. But that's okay, because I'm okay with people dying here. So apply decrease attack. So this could actually be useful defensively. Mosh might be able to tank this. Oh, didn't the effect. Yeah, so to be honest, I've been spending more time playing Genshin lately, so I haven't been able to farm FGO as much as I usually do, and so I need to spend some apples. Yeah, let's keep Merlin alive. I think Merlin still might be able to tank this, but just to be safe, give him the invul. And I think the Buster Chain is the way to go here. There's not much I can do. CCC on the 17th. Right, yeah. I saw the announcement. Are you excited for that? I am. I mean, I played it the original and I'm, to be honest, not looking forward to the grind. That was a really grindy event. Maybe they fixed it a bit for the rerun. But I'm looking forward to the servants. I want to get King Protea, and I would not mind getting Melt. I tried pulling for Melt and Passion Lip during their original banner, and I got NP2 Passion Lip, but zero NP0 Melt. So I would enjoy Melt, but I wouldn't miss her if I didn't get her anyway. Yeah, it was a bit grindy. Oh yeah, the soundtrack was dope. I agree. I remember really enjoying the music in that event. So that's something to look forward to. Yeah. Thank you for reminding me. All right, this turn I have nullify. Yeah, do I have nullify buffs on everyone? Is that what this is? Yeah. For this one turn. Okay, so there's not much of a point using Merlin's NP this turn then. I could try using the Buster Brave Chain. Is NP that an NP strength overcharge won't hit? Yeah. But I am looking forward quite a bit to King Protea because she will be a new servant. She's super cute, and from what I've seen of her kit, she seems really good too. It's a shame that I don't have a Brave Chain for Ivan other than using his NP because I kind of want to save his NP for when I can, and when I don't have to use, or when he doesn't have Nullify buff on him. But that Buster Brave Chain is really, really tempting. Yeah, fuck it. Go big or go home, right? Let's do the Buster Brave Chain. That's usually what I try to do when I play FGO challenge quests. When I'm at a impasse, or not an impasse, but sort of, I have to make a decision. One is more aggressive than the other, but it's also more risky and a higher chance of blowing up in my face. I figure I'll take that decision. Because if I lose, what's the big deal? I lose 5 AP, and really it's the time that's more of a loss than anything. But ultimately, if I'm spending an extra 30 minutes playing video games, it's not the end of the world. So, yeah, I do need a lot of materials though. I wonder, I'm gonna have to check what materials are in the CCC event. Bones. I was hoping that I would have enough bones after the lottery when there were bones in the lottery, but obviously that didn't end up being the case. I was not able to farm the lottery nearly as much as I wanted to. Well, I guess I spent all my apples basically, and I didn't I don't spend Saint Quartz to refill AP ever. Like I'm not free to play, but I'm not a whale either. So how about you, Yonde Bayashi, if you're still here? Are you a whale, free to play, something in between? I used to be free to play for a while. Well, not that long actually, I guess. I became non-free to play on my first year of playing because I what's her name? Skahak was released. Skahak was one of the first limited banners, I recall, and she's the first servant that I actually spent money on. And somehow she came home on my 80th pull of that banner, and I had planned on pulling exactly 80. So I got pretty lucky there that she came home on the exact 80th pull. I also got 0 2030s and that when the 2030 was on rate up. Oh, you whale? Nice. So I guess you must have a good number of 5 stars and everything, huh? I feel pretty fortunate to have the 5 stars that I do. Which at this point, since I've been playing since basically day 5, yeah, maybe day 5, day 6 of when the game was released. At this point, I guess I just have a really large pool of 5 stars, just that I've collected over time. But my one and only waifu is Ryogi Shiki, and she is the servant that I was saving up for since day 5 of the game, day 1 of me playing. And I probably would have quit the game if I didn't get her. But, well, as you can see, I'm playing right now. That's because she came home to me on literally my 3rd ticket on that banner. It was kind of nuts. You could say that? Okay, I see. Also, I should, yeah, you probably have, the waifus that you want, right? Although, FGO is a very tough game for waifus, because if your waifu is a 5 star, you just have no way of guaranteeing it. No way of even really necessarily coming close. Right, so I should kill these guys. Do that. Yep. First run at K&Q was terrible flop from you. Oh, nothing but CEs? Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, I would have been very sad if I got nothing but CEs on the K&K event. I hope you got better results on the rerun. And yeah, hello, thank you for coming. Bye, Nat. Good to see you here. Yeah, I am earlier. I realized since today's a Monday, actually, I'm busy after 5, which right now it's 3:30 for me. And 5 p.m. is usually around when I stream. So I realized I should stream earlier. I'm hoping to get through this on both my NA and Korean accounts. And then maybe if I have time, do some, let's see, do some Genshin. Okay, so I'm kind of out of options here, but I figure I can use Ivan the Terrible's NP. Or, oh no, I should use his Brave Chain. Yeah, that's what I'll do. I'll use his Brave Chain to do some damage to him, and I'll use his NP next turn, and I'll have it buffed by Merlin, ideally. Because if I use Ivan the Terrible's NP, it'll kill the book in the back, which will cause Murasaki Shikibu to charge up her NP fully at this point, because it'll give her 3 ticks. And she'll NP, and I have no way of protecting against that other than Ivan's personal invul. It's also rare to see me play with Ivan. Yes, it is very rare, in fact, because this is literally the first time I've taken Ivan to a challenge quest. I've used him for farming, especially in, I think it was the Christmas event or one of the events, he had a damage bonus. But I haven't used him in challenge quests, but I also know that he is supposed to be a very, very good challenge quest servant. That's why I decided to bring him along today. Let's see, who do I have in the back? I have 2 servants left. One of them is Kentoki, I think. And the other one is Coolter. I think this is still too early for me to... I'm still a little worried that... Oh, here's what I'll do. Instead of using the NP now... Use Merlin's NP. Brave Chain's also attractive. Is Merlin's NP going to be useful? Because it provides the NP charge. Stars, I like, but... Heal... Yeah, I don't think his NP is going to be useful enough that I want to use it, so I'll use the Buster buff now. And use the the Buster Chain, not the Brave Chain. Maybe it would have been better to use 2 of Ivan's cards here, but I'm thinking the Buster Chain might be better. Ah, rip. Alright, Georgios is gonna die soon, but he'll keep protecting us. Oh shit. Hmm. So if I kill the diary, her NP is gonna pierce invul. I think Ivan can tank that actually, but the other two will die. Yeah. Tried one ticket for Murasaki and one for Semiramis. It didn't work this time. Oh, I'm sorry. But I think you said you're not a huge fan of Murasaki anyway, right? Semiramis, yeah. I guess I'm lucky enough that she came home to me on a guaranteed 5-star very recently. And what's that? Yeah, she's immune to all debuffs. Okay, so I guess that's the annoying thing about bringing an AoE servant in this fight. I am too worried about killing the diary and giving her Pierce Invul. But I do have a Ivan Brave Chain, so what I'll do is that'll protect him against the NP, even though again I'm thinking he probably could have tanked it. And let's just use his regular Brave Chain here. The other two will die, but he'll be around. He'll be able to do some damage. And I have 2 damage dealers in the back to also take care of her. And I think she has low enough HP that I can pull this off right now. Yeah. Yeah, it was just a ticket. Yeah. Yeah, no big deal. It's like with FGO gacha, you generally don't expect anything, right? Especially if you're spending just one ticket. Right, nullify debuff, yeah. Hmm. Oh, 30k healing, wow. Okay, time to get rid of the books. What's that? I'll use that now to get it going on cooldown. And let's use the Buster Chain like this. And then I can have Kentoki NP next turn. He should be able to do at least, I don't know, 70k single target? Maybe over 100k actually. It's been a while since I've used him. But with his own buffs, because he's not getting any help from anyone, I'm not sure exactly what it can do, because usually I'm helping him out. Saki, you have no interest in the character. Semiramis, yeah, not the case. Saw the new CE. Oh yeah? I haven't seen this new CE in JP, huh? She's on the Valentine's thing, I guess? Alright, she got the Pure Sinful. Alright, well the good thing is she loses the Pure Sinful now. Yeah, this isn't a good set of cards. Could try to charge. Actually, maybe. Yeah, I'll do this. I'm gonna try to have Kentucky Ryder just finish the job himself, and he might be able to. I don't know with her defense buff just how much damage he's gonna do. It'll probably be not that powerful, probably less than 100k, but as long as he can do over 30k, should be okay. Um, okay, Maki Nohara Shoko, I'll add you when I get a chance. Is Autobot gonna time you out for a link? There shouldn't be a timeout function, but if you send a link, uh, it might block it. I'm actually not sure, but I can allow you, I think. Yeah, so if you, I actually don't remember if I have it set up so that links are disallowed. It's not generally much of a problem on my chat. It's really just I get the occasional spammer, like spam bots, but nothing much else. Let's see. Okay, I'm. This is gonna be pretty tough. Let's use the Buster chain, even though that crit looks attractive. Actually, I'm gonna use Ivan because he does have the CE. Thank you for sharing the link. Oh, nice. Bitter Jewel. Okay. That, I see what you mean. That is nice lingerie. That is nice. Wow. Yeah, I think Samaramis, she's really pretty, but it's like I feel like she she doesn't sh or it's hard to say. She looks even more attractive here. That's what I'll say in the CE. She looks a bit different, but she looks quite gorgeous. But yeah, thank you for sharing it here, and I'll check it out on Twitter too. And yeah, I think I might be fucked here. I went in kind of underestimating the fight because I had a strong rider, but yeah. Alright, so if I'm gonna beat this, let's see. Could try to burst her down with Aussie. Single target rider is definitely the way to go. I brought in Ivan just because I knew he was a good challenge quest, but also the one of the issues is that he's AoE, and also that his ability to remove enemy buffs is nullified by the fact that Murasaki has an ability to remove her own ability to have her buff removed. Basically, nullify buff removal, I guess. Yeah, there's no need to delete it on Twitter, but yeah, no worries. Let's see, I could bring a support Quetzalcoatl because she has NPCL, but maybe I should just go in with guns blazing like this. And instead of him, uh, riders. Could also bring a support to provide some defense. But she has Pierce Invul. Let's see. I mean, he can provide NP charges and some gain. Oh, you know what might be good? This and somebody with a taunt. Oh, I have a Chevalier Daon with a level 10 first skill. Oh. So he can come in and die, basically. Alright, let's try this. No. You got nothing? Oh, from the 10 pull? Yeah, well, that's basically what you get, right? For FGO. Or that's what you're used to. Alright, so now let's take this seriously. So this guy, each turn, recovers Murasaki Shikibu's HP each turn, so I do want to kill it sooner than later. Alright, let's use the arts chain. Oh, here's what I'll do. Yeah, that way Mosh, I don't think she'll get her NP fully charged, but it should be close. Okay, I was wrong. It did get it fully charged and even more. Alright, I'm gonna use the arts chain with... Okay, I'll go ahead and use this so that it goes on cooldown. And I like to use NP charge skills earlier generally on these fights so that they go on cooldown. And also this way his attack will be buffed by a pretty hefty 40%. And she gets the Pierce invul, but we do have a bunch of defense, so that should help. And then next turn, maybe we can have her NP by killing the Tail of Genji. Yeah, you get used to it. Yeah, at this point, you know, it's been, what, 3+ years into FGO? You have no excuse. You should know what to expect by now. You should be used to it. Alright, I have everyone's NPs up. I can have Aussie NP and use his Brave Chain. And I think it's worth it to do it now. Let's just, while I have the chance, because some of these attack buffs are expiring next turn, I'm gonna just go all in on seeing how much damage Ozzy can do to Murasaki Shikibu. Now, if I went Buster Quick Arts, that would have done more damage, but I guess I wanted to get some more NP back. Maybe the damage would have been more worth it than the slightly more NP, because the Quick card's not going to give that much NP anyway. But yeah, well, so the NP seal unfortunately doesn't help a whole lot. Guys, so now the front guy's alive. I killed the back guy, she will NP. Kill the front guy, she'll get Pierce involved. But she won't NP. Right, I'm gonna do this to us. Oh, where's Fischl? Oh, that's funny to think about. Is it Ozzy's spirit who lives in that owl and follows around Fischl? It'd be funny if they were the same voice actor. I know Oz in Genshin has a pretty deep voice, like Ozzy. Um, right, so I'm gonna go on all in on defense here. Get Mosh's NP will be triple charged. It'll be 300% overcharged. Yeah. So it should provide a pretty hefty defense buff. And maybe we'll be able to tank Murasaki Shikibu's NP. Just straight up tank it with defense. And we won't need to worry about Pierce Invul or anything like that. Okay, that's about what I expected. But Mosh looks like she's in a lot of trouble though. She might die soon. Okay, Murasaki Shikibu's got her NP up. Defense up, damage cut. Okay, she's gonna get charmed next turn. Oh, motorcycle Shakira? Is that what the closed captions are saying? Okay. Sure, why not? That makes sense. Motorcycle Shakira. I know her hips don't lie. Just look at them, right? I wish I could zoom in on them right now. Ah. Alright, I feel kind of bad about this, but I am gonna chicken out and use Merlin's invul here and to protect everyone. And I'll use Merlin's Brave Chain so that I can try to get his NP up. Yeah. Kono Diodai. Yeah, you won't know. Yeah. Also, yeah, it's funny to think, right? Chongyun looks just like Hans, who has the same voice actor as Ozzy. So you could think of, what if Chongyun and Oz uh from Fischl's NP. Wait, I'm a little confused. I didn't know Ozzy didn't. Oh, Ozzy got a what? Oh, Ozzy got a nullify buff. I didn't see that. I didn't see how that was given. It must have been one of the books. Oh well, so he's gonna be in a bit of trouble for a while, and because that's unremovable. But at least he has some defense buffs and already some healing going, so it's not too troublesome. I would like to use Merlin's NP, but the problem is Merlin's NP's effects aren't gonna help him or really anyone else right now because they got nullify buff. So I think it's a good time to use Ozzy's Brave Chain. And maybe, yeah, I'll use his NP actually because his NP will provide of NP seal, so she won't build up her NP for one turn, which is pretty important. So tomorrow we'll get the 4-star character. I think that's what I heard, that the 4-star character unlock will happen tomorrow, but I do not know exactly. I haven't really been checking. I just know I will be getting it, and I'll be getting Ningguang when that happens, because she's the only one I don't have, and I might do some pulls on Kaching's banner, but not more than 10. Yeah, at most, yeah, in an extreme scenario, I'll be doing 10 pulls on Kaching's banner, because I already have her. Alright, so he's still got Nullify buff, but got one turn left. I think actually now is probably a good time to use the Merlin's NP, just because I can use the Arts Chain. Then again, no, maybe not. The Arts Chain wouldn't necessarily be that useful. Yeah. You'll wait one day to see if you'll choose Ningguang or Beidou. Yeah, good idea, right? Just in case you pull those copies. And if and when Hu Tao drops, again, theoretically, because we don't know when the next banner is, who the next banner is. Okay, I'm gonna use this just because I'm worried about Mosh dying, even though her defense buff won't help Ozzy this turn. But I'll save Merlin's charisma for next turn, so Ozzy can actually make use of it. Let's use that. Let's do that. Yeah, so once, if and when Hu Tao's banner drops, what I figure I'll do is wait until they announce who the next banner will be before I pull. Because I would like to get Hu Tao, but there's a possibility that, hey, maybe Jean will be the non-limited banner character in the next event, or not event, next version of the game 1.4, I think. And if that's the case, then fuck Huta, I'm saving all the Primo Gems from then on. So yeah, that's my plan right now. Just gonna wait. Okay, so I'm worried about Ozzy right now. He might die. Let's see, what does this guy do each turn? Yeah, resistance against various attacks. That's troublesome. So what I'm gonna do is buff Ozzy and use his Imperial Privilege. And try that. And the hope is that the Buster crits, which will hope I believe be powerful enough to kill the tail of Genji. Are you kidding me? It missed a 90% crit, and it was left 273 HP. Oh my goodness, that was a very, very unlucky set of rolls. Both the crit chance and uh the damage chance. Holy cow. Wow. Usually they announce new banners 1 week before the end of the previous banner. I see. So I have 9 days to wait. Alright, well, I guess we'll see about that. I have more than 9 days to wait actually, right? Because we'll probably find out the Hutao banner after we're a week into... Okay, so this time I'm just gonna do this because this way that'll guarantee that the book's gonna die. Jeez. Or 923 HP left, I guess. So yeah, I figure in 9 days I'll know if Hutao's dropping, and then after Hutao drops, then I'll still have to wait another week to find out what banners are coming after that. Yeah. However, it is also possible that they announce only one new banner and just Hutao. Yeah, that's what I imagined. That because I think they'll announce two banners or maybe even three for 1.4. So they'll save the first banner of 1.4 for beforehand. I think that would make sense. Okay, so Cavalier Daeon can actually survive this because he's got the... So what I'll do is have Ozzy and Chevalier Daeon survive this, but Merlin's gonna go here. I don't see a scenario in which he survives. And let's go for NP again this way. So yeah, I figure it'll probably be a while before I find out if I'll be pulling for Hutao. But I do want to kind of see which 4-star will I get on the Kaching banner because I like all three. If I can get a Ningguang that way, then I might try to get a constellation on somebody else instead. Oh wow, Marlin actually tanked it. That is a little unexpected, but that's okay. I'll take it. Hmm. I think I want to keep her from healing too much this turn. So I want to kill that diary. Let's try this. I think between Ozzy and Merlin, they have enough damage to kill it. Okay, good. This was the best case scenario, sort of, where Ozzy just kills it outright so that Merlin's next attack can hurt Shikibu. I wasn't sure that was going to work, but it did. It's me told you the 1.4, according to the leaks, would be the Festival of Mondstadt. Yeah, we saw Keiya during the event. He did mention the festival, you're right. I do remember that. So that could be very fun, where they follow up a Liyue festival with a Mondstadt festival. Alright, so I think I want to kill the tail of Genji before I do the attack on Chikibu. So I don't know if Ozzy has the buffs. Let's try this. The arts chain's pointless, but I'm thinking if Daeon can land any of the debuffs. I'm thinking a Mondstadt festival would be cool, and I mean, I've heard a lot of people talking about possibility of a Venti rerun because, of course, Venti is the representative of Mondstadt, sort of. Oh shit, I didn't. Yeah, I forgot that the book gives 3 ticks of NP charge. All right, Ozzy still might be able to tank this, but the other two I think are gone. Okay, Ozzy's probably gone too. Yeah. But I'm thinking that because Jean is also one of the major characters in Mondstadt, I mean, maybe, right? She could get a banner. I wouldn't mind that at all. I'd really like that, in fact. So if that's the case, just in case, I want to have my Primo Gems ready, saved up. All right, let's go straight damage. I think I'm actually not sure if the quick at the end is better or the Buster, because obviously Buster has a higher natural multiplier, but Kintoki has a bunch of quick buffs here right now, including his own from well, they're all his own, but including the one from his own NP. Okay, nice. His NP did do a decent chunk of damage. Okay, this is gonna be it. Yeah. Right, it all depends on how many rows I have saved. Yeah, well, right now I have something like 36,000 Primo Gems along with 10 Acquaint Fates, which is equivalent to 1,600. So let's say that's around 37, probably 38,000 soon. Equivalent. I would like to have 53,000 Primo Gems saved up by the time Jean gets a banner, but if she comes on banner immediately, there's no way I'm gonna have that ready. But 53,200, I think, is no, it's more than that. 57,600, sorry, is the number you need to guarantee that you get C1 of a specific 5-star, of a banner 5-star. And I wouldn't mind getting C1, Gene. That would be pretty good. But I do know the odds of getting C1, even with just 28,800, are not bad. So a reason to be hopeful. All right, let me stop mirroring my phone, and I'll have BlueStacks run my FGO KR, and I'll do the exact same boss. Yeah. Well, So for handling this boss in my Korean account, let me just think. Obviously, NP2 Aussie, taking a support Aussie like that worked. That worked fine. Aussie's good. But I kind of want to try a different team. Maybe I could bring my own NP3 Rider Maid Alter. She takes more babysitting. I could also bring Aussie as a support to her. That could work. Yeah. So I saw some leaked screenshots of 1.4 with Rosalie. Oh, yeah. Yeah, so she's a 4-star, right? So I imagine the odds of getting her, yeah, are way higher. But there's also the possibility of never getting her because with the 4-stars, you don't get the guarantee. You're just not sure which of the 3 4-stars you're going to get. So I heard somebody say that it seems like a high possibility that Rosaria, or Rosalia, I'm not sure which one's correct, will be on Venti's banner. Because if they rerun Venti, first of all, it's Venti, so lots of people will want him. And a lot of people who have him will want more constellations. But some people will have him and not want more constellations, but they'll see Rosalia and they'll be like, oh yeah, I want her, so they'll pull on the banner anyway. I think that makes sense. There's reasoning there. I could see them doing that. And yeah, I would say that that probably is a good idea if they decided to do that. Let's see. I could try taking a support melt if I can find one. I guess Qin Shi Huang might be fun to play around with. Somebody with Pierce defense on their NP might be good. Who does have Pierce defense? Not that many. Quetzalcoatl is good too, but she's kind of a less support-oriented Aussie in a way. Very similar because she also has the NP seal on her NP, which I really love. I love that NP seal. Yeah. Let's say Quetzalcoatl. I think even instead of that, this one's a better CE. And I'll have her in the back. She wouldn't be bad trying to beat it with Maeve, but I don't think my Maeve at 999, I don't think sh she's powerful enough really, or she might be, but I'd have to babysit her. I like that one. She already has a bunch of quick buffs, so it's actually not worth it to give her more quick buffs. Generally better to give her an NP buff or an NP gain buff. Let's see, well, which one has NP gain? I also like the ones that give free NP charge per turn. NP 5%. That's kind of a general list, but it could be useful in this specific situation. And maybe instead of Merlin, I'll take Ozzy. Yeah, Ozzy with the defense buff and CE actually could possibly tank some of these, and I think I would want a healer. Yeah, that's the problem with not bringing Merlin. It's like Merlin's just so OP, but I also kind of want to try to play without using him, but if there's no one who can do what he can. So what do I replace him with for healing? Support riders. I could try bringing him along actually. That could be interesting. Him with Ozzy is not a terrible combination. And in the way back, I kind of want to try this because I do have a level 100 Heracles. He's gonna have some issues with the defense buff the enemy has, but I'm kind of curious what he can actually do against this particular enemy. And I think another support here would be good. Maybe I could put in him. He might just die immediately, but so be it. Admit that Venti makes you want to have him a lot. He's so useful, and you want another support, right? He does look really useful. Although, well, yeah, I wish I had another wind character besides Sucrose, and of course the Traveler. Sucrose is great, but after seeing what people can do with Jean in the Tower Defense event, I'm like, it makes me want Jean that much more. And I'm guessing Venti can do some good stuff too. Venti seems like the top tier of, how do you say, crowd control for wind anyway, at least. And maybe in general too, but certainly in the wind category. Alright, let's buff him quite a bit. Unfortunately, I won't be able to use Anderson's NP this turn, but that's okay. But Alright, yeah, I should kill the front one first. especially for the Abyss and stage 11 too. Oh yeah? So is 11-2 always like a tower defense kind, or not tower defense, but defending a tower kind of thing? Because I think this past one it was that, and people were having a really hard time with it. It was apparently incredibly annoying. Oof, don't attack Anderson again. Oh no, Anderson's NP is apparently it's still the tower defense. I see. See if I get Hu Tao. Yeah. If not, Venti will largely compensate your disappointment. Yeah, I guess Venti wouldn't be a bad consolation prize, although, yeah, for me, it's always waifu or bust. And sadly, Venti is not waifu. I think, is there only, oh wow, that was a wrong, uh-oh, shit. We might die. This might have been the wrong team to take. Yeah, I need somebody to, okay, maybe I should bring Jean d'Arc. So Ozzy might survive. Okay, the writers actually both survived it, but yeah, there's no healing, and okay, she's close to dying. Hmm. Well, Leonidas can protect them for one turn right now, at least. Hmm. Well, I have a weird idea of something I can do here, but let's see. I think I might be able to get Maid Altar's NP off. I didn't do the math, but I think it might be doable. Now, I don't know if I can beat the boss. That's the more important question. But, well, if I can get Maid Altar's NP off before she dies, that would certainly help. Ah, shit. Okay, she's that. Alright, I can definitely get the NP off. That's for sure. And I could try to keep her alive. There's no reason to hold on to that. Use her in. Oh, hmm. Alright, I might regret this, but fuck it. I This run has a high chance of being a complete failure anyway, so like I say when I play this game, go big or go home. So let's go big here. So the idea here is that Ozzy is gonna kill that back one, and that'll remove defense buff for Shikibu, basically, or not remove, but prevent the defense buff from landing. But it does that, unfortunately. Okay. Okay, I guess that's fine. It's not a waifu. Allows me to regroup 5 enemies. Yeah. Oh, 35k damage to the entire group. Yeah, I mean, that sounds really good. That sounds pretty worth it. Not gonna lie. Alright. Alright. Very, very interesting idea here. If I get Leonidas to NP, he will eat everything this turn. Protecting the others. Yeah. The only risk is if Murasaki Shikibu decides to charge up her NP before she kills Leonidas, in which or after maybe? I'm not sure if it's a F after her turn just ends immediately. There's some finickiness about that. It's not always consistent sometimes. In any case, please kill him and then oh right, the NP seal. Yes. Okay, good. I forgot about that. Good. So she's got the NP seal. She will not be charging her NP. And now I can have made alter NP finally. And it'll be double buffed. Hmm. I could buff it further with quick, with her own quick, but actually I think it's better to save it for now. And I'm just worried that she's gonna die soon. Yeah, she's almost definitely dying soon. Actually, exactly what does this do? Right, so I'm gonna do this. Yeah, that's fine. So I'm pretty sure her MP is gonna be powerful enough to break her bar. I don't see any defense buffs on her there. There's a high chance she's gonna die. If she gets targeted even once, she's gone. So I think I'll take this opportunity to try to charge up. Well, Ozzy doesn't need any help charging up his NP. And to be honest, neither does Quetzalcoatl. She's got 50% charge in her back pocket right now. So I will use Made Alter's Quick Chain for the crit stars next turn, even though the NP charge return for her is wasted there, because again, I'm pretty sure she's gonna die. Yep. So see these characters as means of highlighting your wife. Oh yeah, I guess so, right? Because you need, yeah, you need support characters to really get your waifus to shine the way the game's made, right? Yeah, you'd never run just a team of waifus, or maybe not never, but usually against in difficult quests you wouldn't be doing that unless your waifu is Merlin. But then we call those husbandos, right? Not waifus. Right, so she's still got the NP seal. So yeah, here's what I'm gonna do. I'll use Ozzy's. I think I'll use the arts chain. I think it's worth it right now. Or no, I don't need to use the arts chain. Yeah, I don't even need to use the arts chain. I can just use this to charge up the NP. Time to nuke her? Yeah, I'm a little worried that the back... Oh shit, right. Oh no, she's got the NP seal. She can't NP this turn, right? Oh wait, what? She has NP seal. How does that work? Hmm. Well, depending on the results here, I might just restart the turn. Yeah, everyone's dead. Huh? Yeah, so the problem is that uh, the back book gives her a defense buff. Yeah, she's nuking me. Yeah, she just totally destroyed me in that one turn. So I need to go back and fix that. And we got fortunately, well, you know, Chaldea invented or not invented, but they make use of time travel technology, right? That's the whole deal with Chaldea. We go back to different periods and fix what are called singularities. Well, they made a mini version of that so that in the middle of a fight, if we make a mistake, we can just go back in time. Now, when you do that, for some reason it pops up a menu that looks an awful lot like your main phone menu, but it's just this weird feature that they have in the time travel ability. Which event characters V-Day event did I enjoy? I actually haven't gone through all of them yet. Of course, I read through, or actually, it's funny. The very first Valentine's Day event that I unlocked just by using a random one was Saber Shiki's. So, yeah, she decided to come home to me in a way there first. All right, so now let's see. The problem here is because all their NPs are single target. Yours was Jean Summer. Oh, nice. She had a nice one. I liked the. She was another one that I happened to roll because I watched like 15 of them, but there's so many. And yeah, I liked being on the beach and the dolphin and everything. It was really cute. She's obviously super cute. All right, so I guess what I'll try here instead is I'm gonna just try to do damage through the defense buff instead of, yeah. I'll FR NP. Oh, here's an idea. Yeah. Okay, so normally I would be starting off with the Buster, but I want that Buster crit to hit Murasaki, and I'm pretty sure the Arts crit will be strong enough to kill the book. Okay, so the idea there is that now I've killed that book, so I can kill the other book in the next turn and still NP her. And Ozzy and Quetzalcoatl can both NP seal her with their NPs. The only trouble is killing that back book in the same turn that I NP on her. See how little damage that did? It's that back book's defense buff, I think. That must be it. So yeah. Said she has, yeah, little brother, she doesn't say. Yeah, but you've got a lot of time with her, and I feel like Jean, I think she's malleable to suggestion. I think she can be, convinced. All right, so that might have been a waste, but that's all right. So what I really want to do here is I really, really want that book to get killed. Yes, that removes the defense buff from Murasaki Shikibu, basically. Now Ozzy's NP will seal Murasaki Shikibu's NP and give a defense buff and do a decent amount of damage too. So now she's basically defenseless, no heals for, well, other than, actually she's got a natural heal, but no, yeah, no defense buff. But her NP will give a, what is it, buff, buff resist or buff block. So I'm gonna use Herc's dodge right now because it'll be one turn of being unable to use it if if I don't use it now. And I think now's a good time to just use Herc's Brave Chain. Ozzy's probably gonna go down this turn. If not, then maybe next turn. Quetzalcoatl. Oh yeah, Ozzy's definitely going down this turn because she's gonna NP. Quetzalcoatl has a chance to survive because she's got the guts. But if she gets targeted again, she might die. And that's okay too, because I think Herc might be able to finish the job by himself at this point. Yeah, 200k I think is enough. But yeah, we'll see. Ah, shit. I would have preferred if Quetzalcoatl... Shit. Okay, this might be tough. Well, Quetzalcoatl's still on the field. She can't help much at all. No skills. But I can use her... Hmm. Yeah, I don't care about Ketz's NP now. I think... Yeah, oh, nice, that worked. Okay. Okay, good. Both books are dead. She's got Pierce Invul, but she's not going to be able to NP this turn. Okay, good. Now it's Hark by himself, and she's basically defenseless, I think. So now he's got two more guts other than his own natural guts. So let's try that. I hope he crits. I've had Hark come clutch for me on a 10% crit multiple times, actually. To save my... Oh, wait, what? Oh, that didn't do too much. I guess he wasn't buffed. Yeah, 63k is actually respectable considering he had 0 buffs on him. But he's got a few turns left. Fortunately, she's got defense buffs. Okay, this is troublesome. Okay, oh no, he's got... he's got debuff cleanse. So I can actually use the debuff cleanse next turn. So that'll work. And this turn, I'll just focus on doing as much damage as possible. I don't see a scenario in which he gets his NP up next turn. And through the defense buff, the Buster chain... Yeah, so he has one more chain to go, basically, to kill her. Unless she recharges the books, and that happens, that could be very troublesome. I'm not sure. Okay, so let's remove the buff. Move. Okay, so the books aren't there, so I think Herc can pull this off. All right, there we go. The first try, huh? I did have to make use of that time travel feature, but otherwise managed to pull it off. Now I got the lore, and I think after thinking about it, thank you. It wasn't really me who did great. I think it was Herc who did great. Oh man, Herc has saved my ass so many times, over and over again. And yeah, I think it's time to reward Herc. I think he earned this one. He's earned it many times over, to be honest. Actually, did I already give him the... Oh, wait, I have it. Let's reward him with this. And oh, oh, hello J6, thank you for coming by. Hope you're doing well. I'm actually not going to be streaming for too much longer. I have somewhere to be in about a half hour, although it's not physically a different location, so I won't be going anywhere. But yeah, I won't be streaming for too much longer. But I'm happy to have you here anyway. I hope you've done the event. Alright, so I'm gonna reward Herc, not just with the lore, which he definitely earned this one, but also with some attack foes. Now, right now he's at 13,901. Let's start by just giving him, yeah, 13,901. Let's start by just getting it up to 14,000. Useless, therefore essential? Sorry, I actually don't know what you mean. Who's useless? I don't know. Herc's definitely not useless, I'll tell you that. The lore might be, actually. I'm not sure if that extra cooldown. Yeah, that last skill level 10. Yeah, to be honest, I'm not sure that extra cooldown reduction is helpful. Probably isn't, but I think it makes me happy to see him at 10, 10, 10. All right, so I'm gonna take him up to 14,201, which is, yeah, that's a 300 plus. I'm giving him 15 gold foes. Still have plenty more I could give him potentially, but I want to give him this because this way I have the number 420 inside his attack, and that's pretty nice. So I'm not sure if I'm gonna take him all the way up to 14,900. That would be pretty sick, to be honest. But gold foes are precious resource, you know? So I like to have them on hand just in case. It's just that right now I have over, let's see how many. If you look down here, I have 36 gold foes, attack foes. It takes 50 to take somebody up to max. And what I have at least 2, 4, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I have like at least 20 or something in the back pocket there too, which means I have still have enough to max out somebody if I really wanted to. But yeah, let me switch over. What NP level is Shiki? My Shiki in my Korean server is NP2. On my NA server is NP3. Yeah. Neither of them are NP5, of course, or NP4, but I also know that neither of them is NP1. So, yep. Disappointing? Yeah, well, there was no way I was gonna get more than NP2 of a 5-star, to be honest. I feel very fortunate to have gotten her NP3. Yeah, during the rerun, actually, on my NA account. And I think I only had her NP1 on my Korean account until the rerun when I got NP2. I'm not sure. Yeah, because I was rolling for Fujino. Nope. See if I. So this is the last regular quest here. You thought it was both NP3? Oh, yeah. No, my Korean account. I decided, I wanted to spread the love around. So my Korean account, I didn't really focus on Shiki. It was more about uh, Musashi. Let's see. So yeah, we'll see. I mean, Ryogi Saber Shiki keeps coming back, right? She's a popular character, so I do at least one ticket on her whenever she comes, but no such great luck yet. But maybe I'll get her. Love to get her MP5. Have to go back to work? Okay, thank you for coming by, Nat. I'm gonna have to log off soonish anyway. Probably, I think I can, well, we'll see. I don't know how long this quest line's gonna take. Hopefully it doesn't take longer than 15 minutes. Oof. Need one of these, huh? Those are a pain to get. Shao Lantern. Her name is Queer. Is that how you pronounce it? Queer? Or I have no idea how that apostrophe is supposed to be pronounced. I don't know how English versions of Chinese names, like how those work. Go to the old Guhua clan spot to release the lantern. Where is it? There it is. Okay, this is an area actually I don't think I visit much. This whole area in the southwest of Liyue. I don't remember these ice slimes really. Looks like I did unlock those geo lantern thingies. Hmm. Yeah, Guhua clan release lantern. Okay, am I supposed to walk with her? Sure, let's take a walk. What's up? Really like how they made in the game that your character model's heads turn towards NPCs that are around you. It's a nice touch, it's subtle, and it's one of those things that you probably wouldn't even notice if they didn't do it. But the fact that they decided to do it shows a level of attention to detail and care that I appreciate. Alright, more. Do we have to keep walking and then talking? Can't you just tell me? This weather's kind of shitty, lady. Alright. There aren't even like landmarks in this area where she stops and it's like, hey, look at that. That reminds me of this. This reminds me of that, or anything like that. She just stops every once in a while and tells us this life story of her in the Luhua guild or whatever clan. Which, quite frankly, I'm not that interested in. I didn't really know you until just now. I mean, I guess I probably saw you working at the restaurant, but I don't go to that restaurant all that often. I tend to hunt and cook my own food. Thank you very much. It's a lot cheaper. Mora is a scarce resource, don't you know that? It's more worth it to go out and hunt my own boars and weasels and whatever. Alright. Okay, so they're siblings, huh? Brother and sister. Queer, is something wrong? Oh, okay. What are you guys doing here? Alright, let's just take care of him. You sent me something on Twitter? Okay, I'll check it out. Thanks. They dead? Okay, good. Oh no, that guy's still alive. Uh, let's kill this guy. And okay, good. Now I'm curious what the Lantern Rites Festival. Looks like I've done everything that I can. The other stuff is gonna unlock after one, then another 2 days. Now this stuff, this is what I'm really interested in. I think I have enough time to do at least one run, so I'm gonna try that. But I don't know if another difficulty has unlocked, because if one hasn't, well, that'd be a little disappointing. But I guess if one hasn't, I'll just do the current hardest difficulty, but try to beat it while only making up to 12 pylons instead of 14. And that will give me a bonus. Okay, looks like that is that's the hardest difficulty that's unlocked, unfortunately. And that's it. Maybe instead of Mona, I'll try taking Barb. Yeah, I think Barb could work better. I feel more comfortable with how she applies water than Mona. On this. Right, looks like we got one entrance, two exits. So let's limit ourselves to up to 12. So I'll have to keep destroying and recreating ones. That's okay. Actually, what's the enemy? And maybe put in another water here. And kind of like the idea of let's try this ordinance. Doesn't, from what I remember, it's not the best, but it can work. Okay. Nice. Let's freeze them. Explode can work. Okay, good. So one thing is, if I beat it with just 12, it doesn't matter if I do a perfect run. It doesn't have to be perfect. So, yeah, I don't have to stress too much. Okay. Ever tried doing it in co-op? Actually, no, I've never tried doing it in co-op. I'd be down for trying it in co-op if you'd like at some point, maybe, because this event is lasting for a while. But yeah, so far I really enjoyed the single player actually. It's very kinda, I don't know, it's tough. It keeps me on my toes. So much shit's happening. Ice, ice, so I want fire. Yeah, you don't mind? But you can't do it in my world. Right, yeah, I'd have to go into yours. But that's fine, yeah. It'll have to be some other night. Because I'm just busy tonight. But yeah, I'd be happy to do it sometime. I'll hit you up on Twitter or in the world maybe sometime. Ice, ice, baby. Yeah, my strategy here on the... Oh shit. Okay, I should bring fire. Fire. Yeah, on these tends to use water and ice. Okay, I'm gonna remove this. And I'll remove this. You like doing hydro cryo pyro combo? Yeah, that would work, right? You start off by kind of freezing them in place, and then you sort of do melt on them. Okay. Yeah. So that, and now let's use them. Okay. Then yeah, to do melt damage. Yep. Yeah, so for me, I'm not sure what I do for damage generally, but I generally just like to first slow them down with ice and then see what else I can do to hurt them. But generally the pylons do quite a good job. Alright, so took care of those. We got wooden shield, ice, dendro, so we want fire and electro. For those who survive, you have an electro already. Nice. So electro, I guess that does explosion, which does plenty of damage. All right, so we want fire here. So I think having fire here actually makes sense because it'll aim kind of straight. And I'll put in, I'll put in an electro here. At this point, I'm out of points, but that's okay, because I can earn more as the fight goes. And let's do some managing. Oh, oh, hello, wolves. Thank you for coming by. Hope you've had a good President's Day. Ooh, shit! No, that guy's running. Okay, let's see. Okay. Yeah, in my case, I had the day off from work, so that's why I'm playing this now. Okay, so I can't add any more pylons at this point. I'd rather let guys go than add pylons. So, I'm gonna remove this pylon. Yeah, you got good news? Oh, I'd love to hear that. I'd love good news. I don't have really much news, but I'm enjoying this quest quite a bit. Right, large anemo slime, large pyro slime, so I want water. Let's try that. I can have water and ice. Water. Did multi on the weapon banner. Oh, you got the Jade Spear. Congratulations. That's fantastic. I mean, yeah, that's from what I've heard, that is the weapon you want on Xiao. So you'll have an even more badass Xiao now, right? Or wait, do you have Xiao? Yeah. So in any case, a 5-star weapon is great. I haven't done any pulls since, so nothing doing really. But for me, I've managed to finish the Valentine's event at least for the lore, doing the challenge quest today. So I still need to do a lot of farming on the Valentine's Day event in FGO. So you're stuck at nothing? What do you mean stuck at nothing? Like you didn't get any weapons or anything like that? I mean, the nice thing about Genshin Impact is, right, you won't be stuck for long. Well, you might be stuck for long, but not too long. You won't be stuck for longer than 179 pulls. Right? So even if you're stuck briefly for now, you'll be unstuck sooner than later. You have not tried the challenge quest? How hard is it? It's I would say call it a medium difficulty. Yeah, I would say it's almost like an average difficulty challenge quest for FGO. There's a bit of like things you have to deal with the enemy books, but they're not too hard to deal with. And the enemy herself, she's an AoE NP, so you gotta manage that, but she herself isn't too tough. Oh shit, I missed this. But I don't think, yeah, I couldn't find anything here that I really wanted. So we got Pyro and Hydro, which I guess means I want water and ice. Yeah, water and ice should work. Let's get rid of this Pyro thing and put ice. Yep. Yeah, super easy to nuke her. Yeah, if you get a single target rider as your main dude to just nuke her down, she only has one break bar, so it doesn't take too much to get her down. Each of her HPs only has around 100, no, 300k. So again, it's not crazy high, right? Shit, this is not going well. These ruin guards are messing up my plan. Alright, in that case, what I'm gonna need to do is remove this one and put in another thing here, and I'm gonna have to really just focus on the ruin guards on this side. Okay, so I'll keep that in mind for next time, because I'm here trying to just beat this with 12 or fewer pylons rather than do a perfect run, so this isn't too big a deal. Yeah, Ryder Kentucky, I used Ryder Kentucky on my Korean account as basically a nuke in the back line to come in and destroy shit. That was his job. And he did it pretty well. Arash. So the thing with the Arash in the books is that the books can respawn, right? So you do need to make sure to nuke the enemy boss down like immediately very well. But if you feel like you can pull that off, yeah, it's perfect. Let's see. Yeah, she keeps respawning the books, which, I mean, yeah, if you can end the fight in like 3 or 4 turns, not a problem. In my case, it took me like 20 turns, so I had to keep dealing with the books, but I pulled it off. In the end, my good old level 100 Herc clutched it for the CQs. The NP giving 1 turn buff blocks. Yeah, the buff blocks are a bitch to deal with. I really did not enjoy that. Double Scotty MH, double X, Arash, and Martha. Okay. Well, for people who have access to that, I'm sure, yeah, that's just fine. All right, where's the? Okay, there's the other one. Double Merlin with Aussie for you, nice. Yeah, you have no MH double X. Oh, you meant MHXA, right? Okay, the Berserker instead of the Foreigner makes more sense. I personally took in the front. I have an NP3 maid altar. So I used her as my main DPS, but also Aussie as a sub DPS slash support. And they got the job done. Yeah. Spam Aussie NP every few. Yeah, Aussie's really clutch because his NP has an NP seal. I also use the support Quetzalcoatl, who's also nice because her NP also has an NP seal. But Aussie's overall a little better because he's more support oriented and his NP also has an defense down debuff. Right, so I got that. I can't do difficulty 6 or higher, so I can't unlock any of these yet. Let's look at the Shao Market. I'm gonna shop at the Shao Market, and I guess that'll be the last thing I do on stream today, because I do have another thing to get to in less than 10 minutes. Yep. Oh yeah, she does have guts. That's true. That's a nice thing about cats. A targetable guts, no less. You're able to get Tamamo, and then the very nice. Congrats. Those are 2 of the best art supports in the game. So you just immediately, yeah, got some, and 2 of the top tier waifus, if I say so myself. Definitely. Oh, you keep forgetting that she has an NPC? Yeah, I think a lot of people forget that Kets has an NPC on her NP actually. It's something that I really love about her myself. Too bad I don't have her. Yeah, sometimes yeah, right. The NP seal or the NP drain plus the invul combination. Believe me, I've gone through my share of bad fights because I've mistook that. But I feel like I've learned pretty well by now. All right, so I want to have at least 2,000 on hand. Heroes Wit, I don't really need. Actually, I think I could use some Heroes Wit right now, so I'll buy. It doesn't really matter, to be honest, because I do plan on buying out the shop. But I do like to always keep enough on hand so that I have enough to buy exactly what I need. And the Celebration Lantern Light, that I want definitely, and of course I want the Stand By Me. So I will always want to have 2,000 on hand. Yep. You don't have kits? Yeah, sadly, the fact that she's story locked, it just means we don't have much in terms of opportunities to get her, right? Yeah, I I would I mean, I don't know. I guess at this point, I'm pretty happy with the writers that I have. So maybe wouldn't really target Kets even if she had a banner. But I would like to get her. She's nice. Alright, so now I got Diona. I still need to run this one more time. A 242k Mora. So, yeah. Here's what I'll say. My next goal in terms of leveling stuff up is this. Our first talent, I want to get that to hit level 10. And I have all the material except Mora for it. I can craft these books just fine. I'm gonna need about 500,000, 460,000 more Mora. And I'm hoping the event will help me out there. So that's my next goal. In the meanwhile, I guess I'll keep farming stuff for or to level up, to keep leveling up, excuse me, Fiona. But yeah, I think I better log off now. It's been, well, pretty good short stream. I'm happy I got the FGO stuff done, and the tower defense is always fun. And it was nice to chat with all of y'all. Thank you for coming by, even though it was kind of off time. And hope everyone else has a good rest of the day. Talk to you next time. Bye.